Gaffer, do you think tonight's result sort of sums up our season so far?
Certainly summed up the last 7 or 8 games. We're finding all sorts of different ways to be in a position of either winning games or drawing games and managing to lose them or draw them. I don't know how many times they changed shape tonight to try and do something, and we eventually backed off and got scared being 1-0 up, and probably should have been more, to then conceding a goal and then just crumbling and letting the second one go in the 94th minute or something like that. I was just really, on the sideline going, what can I do to help them come from a position of absolute control, like I'm saying, being able to score as many goals as we probably could. We had some key moments to score some goals, to looking scared to get on the ball, just kicking it clear and inviting pressure on. And I think they threw probably 4 up front. I think they went 4-2-4. So if someone goes 4-2-4 against you, when you then get the ball back, you've got to keep it, because then there's going to be loads and loads of chances to counter on them. We didn't do it, we just kept kicking it back to them, and then they just kept putting it forward to their big guys that they had in the final third.
So for 85 minutes of that game, you probably were content or happy with your side, decent performance up to then. In the last 10 minutes or so, what do you think happened? Do you think it was maybe fear of maybe what was to come for that next 10 minutes, or maybe just a bit of a lapse of concentration?
No, not concentration. I think before the goal, I was there on the sideline going, I've got to do something to help him on the pitch. We were really in control probably to about the 60th, 70th minute. I don't know, I didn't look at the watch, but probably that 10 minutes leading to the goal they scored, we was trying to help them from the sideline to try and do something. We put Keenan in midfield area to try and get hold of the ball. But yeah, we went from a position of comfortable to them changing again a different shape and putting loads of people forward, to being so scared holding on to something that you end up letting it slip through your hands rather than just keep playing and doing exactly what they had been doing. Because we did some really good things for 60 odd minutes, but it doesn't matter when the last 10-15 minutes of the game ends up the way it is.
Of course, we had many chances to score a goal. I think Josh Reese from a few yards out, Vinny going through, and Freddie Sears having a few as well. Do you think it's just we're in this patch at the moment, we just need to get out of it, and I think maybe a few more goals or a good result maybe on Saturday, those chances that we had tonight will start going away?
Well, look, I can't keep saying that the chances are going to be put away, because it's been happening for weeks now. The chances putting away, but the conceding of the 2 goals in the manner we've conceded them tonight. So look, the honest truth is, and I've just said it to them in the change rooms, that the boys that have been out injured, they need to get fit, they need to come and help, because I'm not being disrespectful to the boys on the bench. We've got young boys on the bench trying to come on into a pressurised situation to try and help us. And the same players, the boys from Saturday that worked their absolute socks off and did all sorts of different distances leading into tonight, then we're probably tired the last 10-15 minutes. You know, if you freshen up with some boys that can help us, then maybe it would have been different in the last 10-15 minutes. But look, being honest, there's some people now, once everyone gets fit, there's going to be people fighting for their places. There's no shirking away from that. We can't concede the goals that we did tonight, and we can't not take the chances. The biggest one for me is when we're running away 5v1, I think it was, on a counter-attack before we had scored. How you can't turn that into a moment for us, you know. Too many good players for them not to turn that into a good opportunity for us to score. I think their defender got back and cleared it, but when they're running clear there, I'm thinking we're through here. But look, you know, anything I say now, even when I'm speaking to them in there, you know, I'm talking with emotion and the way I'm feeling, because I've just seen the game slip through our hands, and absolutely gutted that we managed to do it to ourselves.
This is never going to be an easy season for us, a huge turnover of players going in and out. Do you think this is a good moment for you as a coaching team and for players to really learn about this league, the players that haven't played in this league before, and learn for yourself?
Look, I'm always as honest as I can be with myself. I don't feel like as a coaching staff we can give them much more than we're giving them at the moment now. I think it's for boys to step up and play better, and I think it's for some of the senior boys to get back out onto the pitch. We've had too many boys missing for too many weeks now. Probably had for the last 7-8 games, probably since the Maidenhead game, we probably had 6 or 7 players missing. We had another 7 missing tonight, and then, you know, that leads into probably chopping and changing the team around. It leads into probably boys coming on. It ain't going to be Keenan, a young boy learning his trade, and Sydney, you know, doing as well as he is do. But it might be a Miles Weston coming on. You know, it might be a, you know, Phipsy going into the back, or Tavs to help with Tom Eastman being back there, Elliot Johnson coming on. You know, we self-inflicted ourselves at the weekend by Musa getting his 5th yellow card and Lingy obviously getting sent off, so we're out them 2 again this evening. So yeah, look, we haven't really made any excuse for it, because I hate excuses. I'm not that type of person. We have to do better as a collective, but we do need to get them boys back out onto the pitch or back out onto the training pitch fighting to help the team, because when you get some of them names back into your side, I think it breeds confidence as well within the group. And they're key players for us. Miles Weston is probably one of our biggest attacking threats, and he has been at Dagenham for the last 3 or 4 years. Obviously, Innie was the 3rd top goal scorer in the league last year. Tom Eastman, when he was fit at the start of the season, I was looking at him going, he's going to be one of the best centre halves in, and that's not including obviously Elliot Johnson, Sam Ling, and Connor Lawless and Moose, all the other boys I'm talking about. Them 3 boys there, they're part of the leadership group. The real senior boys in the group. So Eastie'd never been injured before he come, just happened. Obviously we know what happened with Innie, he's desperate to get back. And Westy went away on international duty and he's come back injured and he hasn't been able to help us since, and I know he's frustrated with that, but I'm frustrated now. Don't want to see them running before the game. I want to see them out there playing, I want to see them out on the pitch being able to help, because the truth is this league is relentless. It's full of men that know the level and played the level here or the one above, and I have them boys. They're just not being able to be used at the moment. So once they're firing back in with this group, I'm sure we can win football games. But we're in a moment right now where we've got to get out of it. We've got a hard away game now at Oldham. It's going to be extremely tricky leading into that FA Cup game. So we've got a tricky moment that we're facing into on Saturday against an Oldham team, a decent team. But no one's going to do it for us. We've got to turn it around ourselves.